Hello friendos, welcome in. So in today's video, we're going to talk about ghost speed. So we're going to talk about like what a normal ghost sounds like, what a slow ghost sounds like, what a fast ghost sounds like, and then kind of break down the different fast ghosts because there's a few fast ones. Kind of go into all kinds of different ghost speeds and what you need to know about ghost speeds. At the end of this video, I'll include all the speeds back to back so you can kind of see what the difference is between a Thaye and a Moroi. I'll do them from like slowest to fastest. So if you're ever playing a game, you're like, I don't know if this is a Thaye or Moroi, you can come back to this part of the video and compare it to the ghost that you're going against. So without further ado, let's go see what kind of ghosts we can get. So this ghost right here that I'm going against is actually normal speed. And the way that you can tell a normal speed ghost is that you can sing the song, "This is the rhythm of the night." And if the footsteps match up to that beat, then you know that's a normal speed ghost. But let's go ahead and get it to come back so we can hear it a little bit better, and I'll show you. And now what I'm going to show you is what every ghost except for the Thaye, Hantu, and Raiju will gradually speed up while they're chasing you. You may hear a ghost be really fast, but that might just be because somebody was looping it. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So a ghost could be normal speed, but the more you loop it around something, or the longer it chases you, the faster it gradually gets because it has line of sight. That's why it's almost impossible to loop every ghost like around like this island like this. This is like the chillest ghost I've ever gone against. Here we go. Okay, so normal speed, and then you hear it gradually kind of picking up. See how it's like slowly getting faster and faster, where I'm gonna have to smudge it now and hopefully get away. Okay, so like if you don't realize that somebody's looping the ghost and then you hear this, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's a fast ghost. No, that's just because I was looping and it had line of sight with me. Okay, so keep in mind that most ghosts gradually get faster as you're looping them. All right. Now, give me 94 years to go find some ghosts that are different than normal speed. Okay, so the ghost we're going against right now is called the Deogen, and it can be very confusing for new players because, your instinct is when you hear a hunt start, you hide, and then you're going to hear a super duper fast ghost in the distance, and you'll be like, oh, that's a fast ghost. But then it's going to find you because you cannot hide from a Deo no matter how well you're hidden or if you're in a closet. And it's going to find you, and then it's going to slow down to the speed. And if you can't, like, walk away from it, it is just gonna kill you. So usually until I have an idea if it's a deal or not, I try not to hide from the ghost because the deal will kill you if you're hiding. But yeah, this ghost is a good example of a very fast ghost because when it doesn't see you, it gets super fast. And when it does catch up to you, it gets very slow. This is definitely the slowest ghost in the game if it's like chasing you. She's super fast. And she's like, oh, and she's tossing the potato. Here, let me see if I can smudge it so you guys can see how fast she gets. She's still like too close to me. Okay, well I tried. But yeah, this is the Dio. Okay, now finally the ghosts are starting to work with me. We finally have a fast ghost, and this ghost we're going against right now is a Thaye. At the very beginning of the game, they are a young ghost, and they're very fast and very active. Also very aggressive. They can hunt you with 75% sanity. At the very beginning of the game. But you have to be careful with Thayes because the longer you're in their ghost room, stop blowing up my lighter please, they have a chance of aging. Actually, they will age if you're near the ghost. Every 1 to 2 minutes they'll age and gradually get slower and less aggressive. So they can be a little confusing if you're trying to decide if it's a Thaye or not. If you're like, wait a second, this ghost isn't fast. Well, it might have just aged. But right here is an example of an early game Thaye, a young Thaye, who is super zoomy. So let's go and wait for it to hunt again so you can hear what a very fast ghost looks like. Another ghost that you might get confused with when it comes to speed is a Moroi. A Moroi is also fast if you have 0 sanity. So if your average sanity is basically 0, it's going to be fast, but not as fast as a Thaye. An early game Thaye is like a little machine gun. Here we go. Yeah. Do you hear how fast it is? So that is how fast an early game Thaye sounds like. So like, if you just load into the game, 0 sanity hunts, that's how fast it's gonna sound. Okay, so the current ghost I'm going against is gonna hello there, sir. Is gonna be an example of what the twins sound like. So the way the twins work is they have, okay, well thank you for turning off the breaker. They send out 2 different speeded ghosts. You're going to have one ghost that is slightly slower than normal speed and one ghost that is slightly faster than normal speed. So I'm going to show you what both of those differences sound like. Okay, so this is what the slightly faster twin sounds like. And this is what the slightly slower twin sounds like. Okay, so the ghost I'm going against right now is called a Revenant, and the way the Revenant works is that when it does not see you, it is extremely slow, like basically Dio slow. So it's like the reverse of a Dio. So if you hear a ghost that is not looking at anybody and is very slow, that's going to be a Revenant. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like when it doesn't see me versus when it does see me. Here we go. Okay, now let's go and get it to come over here so I can show you how fast it gets. If it can even get over here before it stops hunting. Jeez. Yeah, Revenants are very scary when they have line of sight with you like that. Okay, so the ghost I'm going against right now is called a Raiju. The way the Raiju works is that it is normal speed, except for when it is around equipment. So you have like dots or spirit box or EMF outside or around the ghost, it's going to be fast. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like with equipment, and then I'm going to show you what it sounds like without equipment. Even your flashlight. So if it is chasing you and your flashlight is on, it is going to get the speed boost from your flashlight. So you see how fast it is walking around these dots in the spirit box? It's super zoomy. And then it kind of slowed down right there because it wasn't near the equipment. Now let's go and take the equipment out and I'll show you how it's just normal speed ghost. So see no equipment in the house, just normal speed. All right, now I'm gonna show you what it sounds like when it gets close to my flashlight. See normal speed? And it gets close to my flashlight and just instantly speeds up. So let's turn that off. Normal speed again. So yeah, if you know you're going against a Raiju and you don't want to deal with the super saiyan speed, you can just take all the equipment out of the house and you'll have a normal speed of ghost. Keep in mind, like I said, your flashlight does increase the speed of it. Okay, so the ghost I'm going against right now is called the Moroi. And the way the Moroi works is that this ghost gets faster the lower your sanity. And because I'm currently playing at 0 sanity, this ghost is as fast as it can be. Now, it's not to be confused with the Thaye. The Thaye, an early game Thaye, is like machine gun speed. So the ghost I'm going against right now is the Hantu, and the way the Hantu works is that the colder their house, or when it's around its freezing temperatures, is extremely fast. It is one of the ghosts that has forced evidence of freezing on Nightmare, and so if you have the breaker off in the house is going to be a little bit colder, and it'll be just all around fast. Not as fast as a Thaye, but around as fast as a Moroi. It's also another ghost that does not speed up when it's chasing you. Granted, you're like in a room with the power on and not in its freezing room. So, in summary, the colder the temperatures, the faster the Hantu. So what I'm going to show you right now is how I have the breaker on, and it's pretty average temperatures. I should be able to just casually loop it around this island. Yeah. So it's not as slow as a Dio, but it does not speed up while it's following you. So this is one of the best ways to tell if it's a Hantu, is just turn on the breaker and see if you can loop it. without it speeding up. Obviously, you want to make sure that the room isn't the room with freezing. That would just be a disaster. All right, so now we're going to turn off the breaker, and I'm going to show you how fast the Hantu is. And you'll also notice, too, that as it's, like, running around, it'll kind of... The speed will be a little bit inconsistent. Like, it'll be fast, but some rooms are just, like, slightly colder or warmer than others, so it kind of, like, changes speeds a little bit. So I'm going to just sit here and let you guys listen. Sadly, I am playing on no evidence, so I can't show you how fast it is in the freezing temperatures. But if you notice a ghost is fast only in freezing temperatures and kind of slows down in other places, then yeah. You see how much faster it is? Kind of slows down a little bit because I'm going to guess the like foyer area to my left is where it's coldest in this house right now. So it's getting faster over there. But yeah, if you're going against a Hantu, you want to try to keep the breaker on, especially if it's snowing outside because the house will be colder. And try not to get hunted too close to its freezing room. So the last ghost I'm going to talk about that has a speed difference is going to be the Jinn. The way the Jinn works is that when the breaker is on and the Jinn gets line of sight with you from kind of a medium distance, it's instantly going to increase its speed to catch up to you, and then it's going to go back down to normal speed, and it'll gradually increase its speed as it's chasing you. So I'm going to borrow some footage from one of my recent YouTube videos and let you listen to the way the speed goes from normal to slightly faster when it gets line of sight with me. That's a Jinn. I've never seen more of a Jinn in my whole life. And here are all the speeds from slowest to fastest. She's super fast. And she's like, oh. That's all I got for you. If you like the video, drop it a like. If you love it, drop me a sub. Otherwise, good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.